What's up, Taurus? You know, Taurus, you guys are very analytical. You guys see things from perspectives that some people may otherwise never think. You guys are able to see how to do things, and to a fault, you really like to help other people. Now, coming up during this next transit, those people might not receive what it is that you're trying to say. So to avoid small annoyances or small disputes, you're being asked to just be quiet. Why? Well, I'll tell you in a minute. But first, let me tell you the one word that came up to describe the energy that's surrounding you now and will be lingering on out throughout this next transit. That one word is acknowledgement. And to help you further understand what it is that I'm trying to tell you, Taurus, I need for you to go with me on a mind trip. So one day you're out and about and you notice that there's this person walking. They're walking kind of wobbly and they seem to be in pain. That's when your eyes scroll from the top of their head down to their feet and you notice they were wearing two left shoes. So you run over to them and you say, "Hey, I noticed that you're wearing two left shoes. If you go home and you put a right shoe on your right foot and a left shoe on your left foot, guess what? You'll probably not only be able to walk straight, but you won't be in pain." And that's when the person looks at you and says, "So you're just not going to acknowledge that I put at least one shoe on correctly? So you're just going to point out everything that I did wrong and you're not going to even tell me what it is that I did right? You know what? You ain't perfect either." They proceeded to hobble along in pain as they mumbled under their breath about how dare you acknowledge what they did wrong, but not even acknowledge what they did right. Taurus, that's when you realized you can't help everybody. Even when it's really, really, and painfully obvious. All right, so Taurus, you can't help everybody, okay? At this time, you've been asked to just kind of leave people to their own devices, okay? If they say, "Hey, I'm doing it right," you know, "I don't care if my feet hurt, this is the new style." Let them have a new style, you know? You ain't necessarily got to follow that trend. You can let them have it. Hey, you can have that old wobbly walking thing. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm not fashionable. Just tell them you're not fashionable. You know what I mean? You're doing your thing and you keep it moving. You know, I forgot what sign I was telling, but they were instructed like when people say 2 + 2 = 8, you say, "Okay, fine," and keep it moving at this time. Now, it may just be for a season, but you know how sometimes you just want to jump in and help because you see stuff from perspectives that other people can't see it in. People can literally look at their own 2 feet and not realize they got on shoes that don't belong on them feet. They can't see it, but you can. And it can be frustrating when you try to explain it, but they get mad at you, you know? So you're being asked right now to pull all that back and use it for your own manifestations at this time, okay? So let's see what we get. Center of the reading. Ooh, the Strength card. So this is someone who's fully kind of in their confidence right now, okay? You guys have that hidden tiger type energy where it's like something is about to come out. I feel this energy with you all like you're about to surprise a lot of people. They may have counted you out. Some of y'all, you may have been the underdog, and for some of y'all, I'm even seeing like you're at the back of the pack, right? It's a whole group of like wolves I'm seeing walking, which is good because you're still coming up as a wolf, but it's like you're at the back of the pack. But it's just like all of a sudden something gonna happen. It's just like all of a sudden you leading that thing, okay? So some of you guys, I just heard new leaders are emerging. New leaders are emerging, and it's kind of like a flash like this. So you guys may be part of that new leader crew, all right? And whatever it is that you're going to be doing, you're going to be so confident in what it is that you're doing that you literally going to be in your own lane and nobody's going to be able to tell you nothing. And even if you feel like you failed, even if people say what you're doing is wrong and it's not good, you're going to be so confident in what you're doing and you're going to be so confident in your own vision that ain't nobody going to be able to say anything, okay? That's the point that we got to get to. Let's see what it is that is crossed by. The Ace of Pentacles. So it's a brand new beginning and something that I would have to say, because we got grain here, because we got Pentacles energy, we're talking about gifts, skills, and talents. Because when we talk about those gifts, when we talk about those skills, when we talk about those natural born abilities, that's what we're supposed to be pursuing so that we can manifest, you know, our dreams and all that kind of stuff. So this is like really putting something out there boldly, confidently, and then reaping like some type of brand new beginning. Okay, let's just say, for example, let's just start on this scale. If you want to get a job, right? You want to go for the job, you go on the interview, you kill it, boom, it's a brand new beginning at that brand new job. Maybe it's a pay that you've never had before. Some of you guys may put yourself out there and say, you know what? I'm not going to work for a business. I am the business. And you're going to go out there and produce your own services, your own company, and then boom, here's either for some of y'all that first sale, or for some of you guys, this is moving up to that new level, new tax bracket. I forgot what sign I was telling you. It was the same type of energy, but you're really rounding it out. I'm also seeing somebody running across the track, and right before you hit that finish line, you know how you hit that curve? Some of y'all coming around the curve, and just ahead of you is that finish line, and you're finna go busting through with your arms up in the victory pose because you hit something. Something manifested the way that it was supposed to. Let's see what's at the deep root of this thing. The Lovers. Uh-oh. Is this what manifested that was supposed to? So the Lovers card, we're talking about, number one, partnership. Okay, so for some of you all, this new beginning could involve romance, or like I said, it could be a business venture or some type of work adventure, because it involves two separate entities coming together through some type of equal partnership or equal mutual relationship. Now, on the other spectrum, it's probably for some of y'all romance. You get this new, I'm hearing it like a gust of wind, or you just get this new breath of fresh air with a new person. Okay, you got the Ace, and with this person, you're totally confident. You're totally, you know, who you want to be. I feel like for some of y'all, that's important. This next love situation, or you could possibly be in this situation with this person here. This person is going to help you flourish. For some of you all, you don't need help flourishing, and I'm already woo woo woo. I get it. But sometimes, you know, when you have that person that says, hey, let's go do this or try that, it puts you in a new state of being. So you, in turn, want to try a new outfit, or try a new hairstyle, try some new makeup, or try a new this, or try a new that. And that newness, I guess, is what's the refreshing part of all of this. But anyway, let's talk about it. I want to talk about why this Lovers card showed up. All right, why is the Lovers card here with all of this new confidence, all of this new money? Adversity. Wow, this is what you've overcome. You know what I'm hearing too? There's reward. There's reward for all of the obstacles, for all of the challenges, even for all of like the exes in the past relationships that didn't work out. There's reward for overcoming adversity, where other people may quit, where other people may give up, where other people may say, hey, guess what? I failed. I'm embarrassed. You know, people are laughing at me. You know, the world is coming against me. It's something to be gained for people who pick themselves up and still move forward anyway, okay? It's something to be gained for people who can take instruction. So if you are the person and someone tells you, hey, you need to put your shoes on the correct feet so you can stop being a pain and so you can walk further, you have to be able to take instruction. And if you are the Taurus right now who is giving that instruction, and you got a bunch of people who are not listening, that's also a challenge, because you really want to help and you don't want that to stifle you. But at the same time, once you get over that and you become the example, then a lot of people are going to change with you not having to say anything or pull teeth or convince people. All right. But anyway, somebody understands. And that's the best part, especially when you overcome and this is your reward. Okay, now I don't know why I had to jump all off in that, but let me tell you, this says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Okay, some of y'all are gaining new confidence and becoming new people simply because you've gone through adversity in past relationships that have made you mature. They made you stand up on your feet and be like, nah, man, nah. Because some of y'all literally have been, like, I'm hearing it, don't get offended, dragged through the mud. And you literally had to pick yourself up and become the strength card. You had to find your sexy again. How Stella got her groove back and all that kind of stuff. And there's something to be gained for people who do that. You ever seen people who fell off and just stay off? Like, okay, I got fat. Okay, I'm ugly now. Okay, I got fired. Okay, I'm a bum. And it just gets worse and worse and worse. You're not that guy. you're not that girl. No, for Taurus, it's like, man, it got bad. Okay, let me pick it up. Boom, it's better. Oh, it got worse. Man, let me pick it up. Now it's better than I imagined. You know what I'm saying? It's like every time you fall, you come back 10 times better. Some people fall and get 10 times worse and worse and worse. It's not the direction we're moving in. Okay, Taurus? Let's see what happened in the recent past. 5 of Swords. You see what I'm saying? Some people fall off and stay off. But the way that it's showing it now with this newfound confidence and this Ace of Pentacles, this brand new beginning, you didn't fall and stay down. You got up. This is you walking past the people who are still walking around with 2 left shoes on. Okay? It's like I'm trying to give you the truth. I'm trying to help you, but you're not receiving it. You're getting mad. You're looking at what I'm saying as negative as opposed to me trying to help you improve. This is a consciousness and a mentality that you're being asked to separate yourself from at this time, because this is not the energy that you want to mix in with your good manifestation energy. Some of this might get intertwined, okay? It's kind of like if you're making a batch of, I don't know, cake batter, and you sprinkle in too much of something that don't belong in there, it's going to make the whole overall taste not where it should be. So leave these bad ingredients out while the cake is baking, and then maybe later on they can come see what you made. Okay? But in the meantime, this is the every man for themselves card. This is that, well, what am I going to get out of the deal type energy. So if you've been dealing with people like that, whether it be in relationships, friendship, whatever, this is also Taurus. If you lose so I can win, I'm fine with that. Whereas you may be, listen, if I lose, we all lose. If I win, we all win. You know, this person is like, if you lose, Taurus, it's all your fault. But if we win, it's not only all my fault that we won, or, you know, all because of me that we won, but I'm going to take everything. I get all the prize, all the reward. That's what this is, okay? Let's see why this showed up. 5 of Swords. Empathy. Wow, look at you with your little understanding self. And I just heard this is what gets you in trouble sometimes, you know? Because regardless of if a person is like 5 of Swords energy, every man for themselves, it's all about me. What can I get out of the deal? Even if it's really subtle. It's like, well, I understand. You know, I can see. Didn't I just say something about having that multi-perspective? Like you could see things from a lot of different areas. It could have been your sign or another sign, but that multi-perspective is coming up again. I can see it from my side. I can see it from your side. I can see it from a 3rd side and a 4th side. You can take it down, dissect it, and this is why you always want to help. This is why you realize somebody is wearing 2 left shoes. They can go around complaining all day, man, my feet hurt, my feet hurt. Nobody else can help them. Nobody sees the obvious. But here you come with your empathetic self. You can see the obvious. You got a method for the obvious, but it's still, so you're just not going to acknowledge what I did right, you know? And sometimes to a fault, that word, to a fault. It's like that's why stuff may be frustrating for you. Let's see what's in your headspace. Ooh. Yikes. So this is the devil. Okay. Hey, El Diablo. We ain't afraid of you. What's up? Come on. Come step on up. What you trying to say today? Okay. This is, again, where I keep getting that to a fault and all that kind of stuff. It's perception. It's the way people may perceive how you try to, you know, help. And it's also the way you may perceive the rejection of help. For some of you all, your empathy may have caused you to like have hurt feelings, or to even pull back in life because, you know, you don't want that type of, I don't know, rejection or feeling, something like that. But this devil card, this is obsession, this is temptation, and this could be the energy around you that you're looking to cipher between. So let's see, why did the devil show up? Major Arcana. Why are you here, devil? Balance. Well, some of y'all have to find the balance between how do I, and I just heard devil's advocate too. We're going to come back to that in a second. But this is how do I find the balance between I got to help, I got to assist, right? I see both sides. I know how to help this person. And then balance, you know what? Let me put that energy into myself. Let me put that energy into my project. Because right now, they don't hear me. But later on, not only are they going to hear me, they're going to see me as well. Okay, so it's like, how do I find the balance? All right, some people you're dealing with people who you may genuinely love, genuinely support. Okay, for some of you all, it's this lover situation. How do I find the balance? Now, with some of you all, you may meet a partner, if you don't already have one, who may want your time, who may want your attention. And there's going to have to be this balance, because for some of you all, the person you meet or the person you with, there's going to be this kind of obsessive, and I'm hearing attached at the hip type energy, right? And so there's all this, we up each other's butt every day. Some of y'all really about to manifest that type of partnership, okay? You know how they say, you're supposed to marry your best friend and all that kind of stuff. Some of you all will find that. But this is what I'm being told to show some of you all. You're going to be in business for yourself, but you may also have a relationship. Find the balance between, I got all this time on my hands and I can do whatever I want. And, the other side, well, I have to take care of business. I have to make sure I stay on my own schedule. I have to make sure I stay self-motivated, okay? Because there's no boss whipping your back telling you it's time to go do your work for such and such amount of hours, right? Whereas now you're free, you get that phone call, let's go kick it all day, boom, work didn't get done. You see what I'm saying? So for some of y'all, you're going to have to start preparing your mind for that now and working on the balance. So this says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Another two of fault type energy. When you're non-judgmental, it's easier for you to see things from both sides of the spectrum, which in turn, you hand out a lot of passes, right? So let's see, near future, what is happening? The King of Swords. So this might be who the new lover is, okay? This could be that person with that newfound confidence, or this can be someone obsessive. This could be who you're thinking about, okay? Now, for those who it's that new lover type situation, remember finding the balance, being all whimsical, your head is in the clouds, you're so in love, but then there's like back to reality, right? Keeping yourself grounded during a very emotional experience, okay? For someone, you're really going to need to keep yourself grounded during this next phase, especially with this Ace of Pentacles right here, some type of brand new beginning. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to start experiencing things that you've never experienced before. Whether it be feelings, whether it be money, businesses, it's going to be new. Let's see. I'm going to talk about this King of Swords. Change. Wow. So whoever he is, or she, it's definitely, I feel like the reward. Remember I said it's refreshing. It's a breath of fresh air. It's something new rolling in. It's something that you've never experienced before. Okay, so whoever or whatever is coming in is going to be a change from the norm. All right, this says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Now, some of you guys, when it comes to what it is that you want to do, for some of you, you're not producing enough momentum. Think about a fan. Okay, it's stopped and you do like that. Or on The Price is Right, you got that wheel. You pull it down and it's just bloop, 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 bloop. But the harder you pull it, the faster and the more times it's going to spin, right? You got to get that thing momentum. So some of y'all aren't seeing the changes you want because you need to give it more momentum, okay? I'm going to start that business. Okay, cool. Every day you need to write something about it, right? Write your mission statement, write anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to write me a book, okay? Every day, 1,500 words. 45 days. You got a novel. Let's see what you fear. The Eight of Wands. So this is shooting out messages. This is either messages coming in or messages going out. The way I'm feeling it for you is that for those of you who have to take a leap of faith and like speak up and say something or get out there and do something. To me, this is kind of like, let's say you really want something really bad, but there's one hurdle standing in your way. For example, I really want to be in that movie, but there's this audition. I really, really, really want to open that business, but nobody else I know is doing something like that. I really, really, really want to speak up and say, ABC, give my position, but I know that as soon as I open my mouth, there's going to be a bunch of backlash. There's going to be people who disagree. There's going to be a bunch of rejection. There's going to be a bunch of drama. Whatever the case may be. Even though you may truly, truly desire deeply to do something, there's all of this, adversity, or all of these challenges, or all of these obstacles that you gotta kind of get over first, all right? For a lot of you all, I'm just tell you how I'm hearing it. For a lot of you guys, when you do things out loud for the first time, especially with all these firsts, there's gonna be adversity. Steve Harvey tells you, first time you jump out the airplane, the parachute is not gonna open, okay? But guess what? You're on the right track regardless. It can be hurt, you can be embarrassed, whatever the case may be, you got to get it out the way. You got to start somewhere. Let's talk about this fear. What we got to do with this fear? Whoa, this jumped out. Look at that. Come on, Spirit, come through, because we're talking about what purpose. So regardless of the fear of kind of putting yourself out there, regardless of the fear of rejection, you have to walk through that to get to this purpose. Matter of fact, you walking through it is part of the purpose. Okay? You fall flat on your face, guess what? You're going to be on some stage or some behind the scenes telling the story about it. It's all a part of the story. Think about a movie. The movie is good when it's all happy and hit, but when them challenges and the adversity starts, when the devil creep in, that's what makes it interesting. That's what makes it a good movie. So anyway, to talk about the fears and how do you get over it, understand it as part of your purpose. And today you may suck, right? But where there's a will, there's a way. And some way, somehow, when you deeply, deeply want to do something and you keep trying, even when you fall flat on your face, even when you reject it, even when you feel stupid, one day you be up there killing it. You be the master. You be the emperor or the empress of that thing. Why? Because it was all part of your purpose. Sure, they laugh, but that whole laugh now, cry later, boy, if that ain't real. That's one of the realest things they ever said. Laugh now, cry later. And you have to keep that in mind as you're working through your fears. Now, how do you look to other people at this time? Let's see. The Tower. And it all came crashing down. So this is your belief system. This is the way you used to do things. Also with like our mind trip, when you tell people the method, it's kind of like, you're not acknowledging what I did right. It's kind of like either they feel like you're coming on down to them. They have this victim mentality. You caused them to have a tower. It's all your fault that they have on the wrong shoes. Like all of that kind of stuff happens here. And I think this is why you're being asked right now to just take this same energy and apply it to yourself. Now, also with this tower, this is, I feel like, connected to this devil. Some of you guys have falling out with people who you are frustrated with because they don't see or they don't get how wearing two left shoes ain't the move, kid. They don't see it. That's frustrating. It for some of y'all can literally drive you insane. How can you not see what's so obvious, right? And so this is that tower. This is maybe falling out with those type of people or having disagreements with those type of people or trying to tell those people, But let's talk about it. Why is the tower here? Why do you look like the tower? Why do people see you as that? And also, again, I keep feeling with that belief system as well. So if you stopped giving advice or you stopped dealing with certain people or you stopped trying to give methods and advice and stuff, that's also something as well. People notice when you're quiet. Judgment. Come on now. That's what it is. That's how they receive it. They receive it as some type of judgment, like you're judging me, you're looking down on me. So, and that's another thing too, because then we start getting that perspective that's not real, it's an illusion. So you're trying to help, but then here's this energy here, this devilistic energy that comes in and twists it. I think it's called miscue. I'm hearing like it miscues it and it twists it around. Now they think you're judging them and coming down on them. And you were just trying to help. It gets twisted by this person here. Or just the energy of how it is received. Okay, so anyway, but listen to what it says. It says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So one day they may wake up and realize, I got on two left shoes. They're going to run up to you, Taurus. My whole life I've been wearing two left shoes. And you're going to be like, but I tried. Because just the other day I said, you know what? I'm glad you figured it out. I'm glad you figured it out. That's what's going to happen. right? And I think this is the whole point of this entire reading. Like, you don't have to jump in and help right now. They have their own unique path, and this is whatever challenge they have to fix. They have to, as the Bible says, and I'm hearing now, they have to come to themselves. Come to yourself or something like that. It's like when you wake up and realize, not because everybody else said it, but one day you wake up and you realize, and it's frustrating on that end as well, because you really be like, I just told you that. I just said that. And all of a sudden, it's like I didn't say nothing. Yeah, that's how it happens. But anyway, you're being, and this is literally as if you were walking down the street and you just make a small, simple suggestion to someone you don't even know. It can be perceived as you judging them, okay? Now, for some of y'all, you may know exactly how that is. For some of y'all, you may be like, dang, I don't even understand. Like, I just be trying to help. Let's see what you hope for. The Fool card. To take this leap of faith. To have this brand new beginning. Where you at? Don't try to hide from me, Ace of Pentacles. This is Taurus brand new beginning right here. So you're hoping to take some type of leap of faith. I think I said that earlier when we started. So do something new. Put yourself out there, okay? And, you know, hopefully all goes well and you don't look like this fool who kind of looks like a clown in this deck. You don't want to look like that, but that's okay if you do. You're different. You're special. You're unique. You're supposed to look a little crazy. That's how you get attention, honey. So if you want to do this, whatever it is that you want to do, you're being told to go for it, because your tribe will find you. Your people will find you. Your customers, your clients, they will find you. I want to talk about the Fool card. Why is the Fool card here? Why is the Fool card here? Gratitude. Wow. And you know what? That's how the Fool lives. Just happy-go-lucky. Just, I'm grateful to be alive. Wherever the wind blows. Of course you got a plan. Of course you got structure. But sometimes you don't really necessarily know how things are going to work out, especially when you're doing things that no one around you has ever done. So you got to kind of have that happy-go-lucky, la-la-la-la-la type attitude that the Fool has. And when you walk in a state of gratitude, right? That's how sometimes you relieve a bunch of fear, because it's kind of like, well, I'm just grateful to be where I am right now. To me, this is that realist perspective. It's like, I may not have the best, but thank God I don't have the worst. You know what I'm saying? At least I got a chance. So this says, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities it presents. Some of y'all about to get presented with a real big opportunity. It's either once in a lifetime that I'm hearing, or it's happening for the first time in your lifetime. Something about a one note or a first. Let's see what's going on at the end of this thing. The Six of Cups. Uh-oh. So this near future is the King of Swords, but then at the end of it is Six of Cups. So somebody from the past might be coming back. Just as this new lover is coming in. Now, for some of y'all, don't you take this the wrong way. This balance card, like, oh, I'm going to balance my new lover with with my old person from the past. But for some of you all, you may actually have to do that. Whereas this may be a new lover, but this may be a baby mama or a baby daddy. And it's like, now I have to find the balance between co-parenting with this person, but then still being able to cultivate a loving and mutual relationship with this person. Okay, some of y'all are going to have to find that type of balance. For some of y'all, you've never done that before. You've never been outside of the other parent of your child. But now for the first time, y'all break up, you've been separated for a while, now you meet this new person, and now we have to work out this co-parenting situation. Okay, for some of y'all, that's literally what we're talking about here. For some of y'all, this could be with business. Also with groups and projects and all that kind of stuff, I do see that you may be adding in some new people of value. I'm hearing that you guys will, you will either be an asset to someone or something, or you're bringing in someone who's going to be a really major asset. Okay, so pay attention to people. Pay attention to people who complain when you give instruction that you know is correct. Pay attention to people who accept and understand what it is that you're trying to help them improve on, and that they receive it, okay? Those are the difference. Rock with the people who are receiving right now. And the people who got the Five of Swords mentality, you might have to just leave them out for a season. Let's see. Vintage Wisdom Oracle cards. How we ending this thing. Wrapping it all up with another word. Strength. Hey, listen. Come on. We wrapping it up with the same way we began. With strength. that newfound strength, that newfound confidence. Some of y'all rolling out of these adversity seasons and rolling straight into like your beauty season or your favor season or the season that you know how you be talking about this my year right here. 2020 for some of y'all, literally, this is how you're stepping in. Okay, some of you guys, man, this strength card coming in like that is really powerful because some of you guys are about to have a type of strength or a type of confidence that you've never had before. And that's really, really important because the more confident you are, the more stuff you're willing to do and more stuff you're willing to try. For example, somebody could say, hey, I got a new fashion line coming out. You want to go model my clothes? And you'd be like, oh no. But then let's go say you lose 50, 60 pounds. Then they come back, oh man, I'm having a fashion show, I need a model. Instead of you sitting there waiting to be asked, you might be like, why you ain't asked me this time? And they'd be like, what, you want to do it? And this time you do it and you kill it, okay? Whatever the case may be, there's definitely going to be a step up in the confidence department at least. So that's what I give for you, Taurus. Thank you guys so much for all your likes, your subscribes, your shares, your donations, your comments. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you need a personal reading, you guys can look in the description box so you guys can see how to list and format your questions. Then email me, waterstarvibes@gmail.com. You guys can also follow me on Instagram at waterstarvibes. And if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love to have you as one of my subscribers. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Taurus, once again, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you all in your next video.